Here we are going live, 6 a.m. You can tell that I kind of didn't sleep last night by the bags under my eyes. But then sleep is overrated. So I decided not to talk about it today, but I do have to mention it. I didn't sleep because after I got into bed last night, I got the news that our president and first lady have COVID. And I got a lot of very interesting comments on Facebook after I posted that they had it. Some people were upset and felt that people were laughing about it. I don't think it's a matter of laughing about it. I think it's a matter of laughing at the irony of life. That's all I want to say. Good morning, Opa. Thank you for calling me Sunshine, because today we'll talk a little bit about sunshine. Let me see if I can switch this around and show you out the window. Oh yeah, black. Sun is not up yet in desert land, but it will be up. Yesterday it was 110 again. Gets pretty warm here. Yeah, that's why we played tennis from, like 7 to 9, because it's about the only time we can get out there and do it. So let's see. Oh, most of you know that I am currently in Facebook prison, right? I got blocked from Facebook again. Oh, good morning, Ginny. I'm so glad you joined me. Good morning. I'm in Facebook prison. I think it's because I'm posting in more than 5 groups or something like that. But they went for months and months without that being an issue, and it's never been a stated rule. But apparently I've broken some rule. I know it can't be that my word art is, inciting riots. I would hope it's spreading love and joy and gratitude instead. So if you see a post of word art from the last few days that kind of moves you, I request that you share it in your group and share it on your page. I just want to get the love and gratitude and joy and happiness and sunshine and smiles out into the world. And Facebook is not helping me do that right now. So I'm hoping maybe you will. I'm telling you, but I didn't say anything political. I'm being told that Facebook will not handle anything political. It is not political to say, do good, love life, be grateful. And that was like what the post was when they put me in Facebook hell. Yeah, like for example, this one. Why rules? Order, safety, and equality. That's why we have rules. Why do you think they have rules in kindergarten? No chaos, no danger, no unfairness. That's all I want. Bring it. Bring it. The one tomorrow is about the rules for kindergarten. I mean, come on. How bad can that be, right? Yeah, it's true. Okay. Enough about rules. But just remember that we are the adults. We are setting the examples for the children on the planet. I can only hope that, well, I remember when I was a kid, my parents would put on a debate when there were debates, and we would talk about it afterwards. And I'm not going to say it was totally civil, but certainly not like the debates we're experiencing right now. But that's how we learn to express our opinions and to have a conversation about something. You parents, grandparents, those of you who deal with children, teachers, you're going to have to work like triple hard to get that message across to the kids. But it's a message worth getting across. Have a conversation with your children. Disagree and let them disagree, and show them the kind way to do that. Okay. Yesterday we were going to talk about slang words and lingo, and we ran out of time. And I said to you that today I would tell you what a splanger hanger was. in whatever business you're in, and you may not even realize this, by the way, there's like a lingo associated with whatever it is that you do. The lingo are the shortcuts, the little key phrases and words that sometimes you just make up. That, you know how I always share with you vocabulary words that don't exist in English? Okay, so that's kind of what your work lingo is, or your family lingo is. Because those are words that, when said to the group of people who share the same lingo, you all know what you're talking about. Yeah. So I know a lot of you know I used to be in the party business, and we used to do balloon decorations, arches and columns and bouquets and things like that. And we used to do this thing called a topiary made out of balloons. I should demonstrate balloon decorating for you someday. Anyway, we would do this round, big ball of balloons called a topiary, and hanging from the bottom of it was a slew of curly ribbon. Just beautiful. The curly ribbon we called a splanger hanger. Now, if I said to you, what color would you like your splanger hangers? You wouldn't have a clue what I was talking about. But that lingo was very important in our company. That's the kind of thing I'm talking about. What kind of words do you use all the time that really mean nothing to anyone except those closest to you? I'm sure you have some. And while we're on that subject, can we talk about slang for just a minute? Opa, you're allergic to balloons? A lot of people are. Some people are even afraid of them. Personally, I made my living in the balloon business for almost 35 years. I just thought they were okay. I never had a thing about them one way or the other. But once I got out of that business, I kind of steered away from even having round things in my house. Enough was enough. And I don't like when they pop. I still jump when a balloon pops, and Lord knows I've been through a lot of balloon pops. They are scary. Anyway, slang. It always cracks me up when someone gets upset and substitutes the F word or something like that with something sweet and innocent like, oh, fudge. Oh, foofies. I have a friend I play tennis with who is absolutely adorable. And when she has a bad shot, she yells, oh, barnacles. We all have these words. And I guess it's just a way of maintaining kind of a degree of politeness. But come on, seriously, you're really saying the F word. You know that, don't you? I mean, in your head you are. You've just chosen a word so that you don't offend the people around you. Congratulations. Thank you. But don't pretend that you don't swear, because it's swearing, isn't it? I don't know. Somebody just posted that when they get upset, they yell Brussels sprouts. I love Brussels sprouts. I love Brussels sprouts. I think I told you the other day, my mother, who never swore, would get, well, I mean, we thought she did, because she would get upset and she would say, Shakreven Somalakuva. And it turns out, as we grew up and asked her what language that was and what did it mean, she just looked at us and said, doesn't mean anything. I made it up. It's what I say when I get upset. So we all have stuff, like that. Names. Do you name your car? Do you name the things that you have? My car's name is Coach. I used to have a company called Kogo Circles. Kogo is, I think, Greek, and it means coach. And I was coaching, and a coach takes you from where you are to where you want to go. So I thought that was just perfect, because that's what a coach does. A coach takes you from where you are to where you want to go, right? Yeah. So my car's name is Coach. Did your car have it? Ginny says she used to. No more? I mean, don't you think your cars feel bad if you don't give them names? You name your animals. My dog is named Harry Balin. Harry Balin was my grandfather's name, except this Harry is Hairy, and we call him Bailey for short. So here's to Harry Balin. Here's a car named Legs. Hey, baby, that car's got legs. You know whose birthday it is today? Gandhi. Gandhi and Mother Teresa. We would not need any quotes on the planet if we just used Gandhi's quotes and Mother Teresa's quotes. We would have the whole world covered with love and joy and smiles and goodness. I got some for you. Gandhi quotes. You know, probably the most famous one of all is be the change you want to see in the world. Now is the time for that, I can tell you. Live as if you were to die tomorrow. Learn as if you were to live forever. Could I read that one more time? Live as if you were to die tomorrow. Learn as if you were to live forever. How does this guy get so brilliant? How does that happen? I love this one. There are only 2 days in the year that we cannot do anything. Yesterday and tomorrow. That's a good one, isn't it? An eye for an eye will only make the whole world blind. Oh, this is a good one. I will not let anyone walk through my mind with their dirty feet. I've got pages of them. I might share one a day with you or something. It's not just Gandhi's birthday. It's also the anniversary of Rock Hudson's death. Remember Rock Hudson, right? Gorgeous actor. He was, in the movies, the epitome of what a strong man would be. And then we found out later that he was indeed a strong man, but he was a strong gay man. I can't even imagine what life must have been like for someone so in the spotlight who had to spend his entire life pretending to be something he wasn't in order not to be ridiculed. Here's to the day we opened the closet doors and said, be who you are, say who you are, and it's okay with us. And if it wasn't okay with us, it wouldn't matter anyway. Rock Hudson, I hope you're looking down and saying, I am what I am. Good on you. Okay, it's World Smile Day. You know me. I think I've shared this with you before. I have this kind of like perpetual smile on my face. Even when I'm not happy, it looks like I'm smiling. I think it's because of the dimples, right? So I want to show you something really quickly. When I don't smile, you can still see the crease in my face, right? You see that crease right there? It looks like a dimple, right? It looks like I've just got a really big smile. It's not a dimple. Here's what happened. Years ago, when I was in the balloon business, I used to travel all over the world teaching seminars, particularly to florists, on how to use balloons as decorations. And in one particular event, I was speaking in Las Vegas to the International Teleflora Organization, I think it was. And here I am on a stage in front of, they were, I don't know, 500-600 people in the audience, and I'm demonstrating how to decorate with balloons. Now, back in those days, the foil balloons, the mylar balloons, were not self-sealing. People would like struggle to try and tie that mylar in a knot, and it was ridiculous, too hard. So I came up with this idea that you could take a simple hair curler, that kind you plug in, and you could actually take the end of the balloon and put the hair curler on it and melt it so that the balloon would seal. So I have my hair curler, pretend this is my hair curl, plugged in, getting hot. while I'm talking. And then I tell them that I am about to show them something that's going to save them so much money and so much time and aggravation that it will pay for their whole trip to Vegas, and everybody laughs. And I say, no, seriously, because at that time you could buy a sealer for like, I don't know, $80 or something. And a hair curler was, like $5. So I blow the balloon up and I'm holding it here. I pick up the sealer to put it on the end of the balloon to melt it. And I go like this. And I hit myself in the face with the curling iron. Seriously. Do you have any idea how hot that was or how that felt? So this is what it looked like on stage. And I kept talking because there were 500 or 600 people in front of me. What was I going to do, right? And then I very calmly did this. I put the balloon, tied it down, and I looked out at my audience and I said, so some of you probably noticed that just a moment ago, I hit myself in the face with a hot curling iron. And you're probably thinking to yourself, wow, she didn't scream or anything. And then I let out the most blood-curdling scream you've ever heard. And people didn't know whether to scream back or laugh. And I said, thank you. I just needed to get that out of my system because that hurt so badly. Anyway, now I have a scar that runs down the side of my face. But I swear to you, somebody was smiling on me that day because they put it right where my dimple is anyway. So you can't see it, but it looks like I'm smiling all the time. So there's this thing that's called, seriously, RBF, resting bitch face. Seriously, Google it. I am not making this stuff up. Resting bitch face. You know people who have that. It's people who look angry or upset, and they're just there. But they always look angry or upset. My son used to date somebody like that, and it was like so difficult for me. Anyway, that's resting bitch face. People can't help it. I have just the opposite. I have resting smiley face. Now, you would say, lucky you, that's so cool. Well, sometimes it's so cool. I'm not going to lie to you. Sometimes it's like, wow, I have resting smiley face. But what that means is I'm very approachable. So if anyone needs directions, guess who they come to? I can be in a totally foreign land and people will still come and ask me where things are because I look like I might tell them. The worst part about resting smiley face is if I am standing in line, this right here, this space in front of me is always the place where people cut across. You know what I'm talking about, don't you? Yeah. This is the place where people go because I look like I'm not going to punch them if they cut in front of me. And truth being told, I wouldn't. So that's me. Perpetual smiley face. No resting bitch face here. No, not going to happen. Let's see. It's International Day of Nonviolence. We could use that today with what's going on in the news. It's National Custodian Day. Could you do me a favor? Today, while you're out and about, if you are out and about, or if you come in contact with any of the what I call unnoticed people, the epitome of unnoticed people to me were back in the days when you'd go to a gas station and somebody would pump gas in your car and wash your windows. You would never, almost never have a conversation with them unless it was like a neighborhood guy. The mailman, the trash man or woman, the person who's cashiering at the market or at the drugstore. I don't know. You come in contact every day, whether it's actual contact or you just see them, with people you never speak to. Today, just say hello or acknowledge them for something. Hey, your hair looks great today, or wow, I love your shoes. Nice shirt. I don't care what. Talk to someone who you would normally ignore. Oh, but keep your mask on and keep your distance, okay? Yeah. Okay, it's also, I told you it was National Name Your Car Day. Come on, get a good name for your car. It's National Walk and Bike to School Day. Good for climate change, huh? And at sundown, it's the start of the harvest holiday, Sukkot. That's where Jewish people build like a hut in the backyard, cover it with palm fronds, hang fruits and vegetables, and eat outdoors. It's reminiscent of the time during harvest when, because everything had to be done so quickly, so the fruits and vegetables didn't get rotten, that they would build huts out by the fields and they would just stay in the huts so they could get as much work done as possible. So we have Sukkot in a hut. Yeah, it's cool. Yeah. Okay. So I told you I was going to share a few slang words with you today, just a couple before we go. This is slang from the 1920s. Your grandmother or great-grandmother would have talked like this. Iron your shoelaces. I love that. If somebody leaves the room to go to the bathroom, you say they were leaving to iron their shoelaces. I don't get it, do you? But that's what they said. And if something was very cool or very desirable, like the best, you would say it was the berries. Do you love berries? Well, then I guess this is your word. Oh, but this one, last one I'm sharing with you today. You know, we say to people who are showing a little too much public displays of affection, hey, get a room. They used to say, yo, the bank is closed. I don't get it. But I guess I don't have to get it. So today, it's all about smiles and sunshine, right? I promised Opa, who calls me Sunshine, that this morning's share from How to Be Grateful, even when it looks like there's nothing to be grateful about. Order yours at www.whatdoisay.whatdoido. And then there's sunshine. Sunshine warms me like a cosmic cuddle. Gratitude is spiritual sunshine that lights us up from within. It's so simple. Be the sunshine. So go out there today, folks, and be the sunshine. And I'll see you tomorrow, my friends. Have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day. See you tomorrow. Bye, bye, bye.